In ancient traditions, hidden knowledge was carefully guarded and encoded in sacred symbols and numbers. These numerical codes weren't mere counting systems. They were keys to understanding the language of the universe itself. Today, as humanity undergoes a collective spiritual awakening, these ancient numerical codes are resurfacing with renewed significance, appearing as recurring sequences that catch our attention and stir something deep within our consciousness. While modern society often dismisses these patterns as mere coincidence, emerging research in neuroscience and quantum physics suggests something far more profound. These numerical sequences, particularly combinations like 1111, 3333, and 999, appear to operate as activation codes, triggering specific responses in our consciousness and connecting us to higher frequencies of awareness. The universe communicates through mathematics. This isn't mystical speculation, but a fundamental principle recognized by both ancient wisdom traditions and modern physics. From the golden ratio in nature to the mathematical constants that govern quantum mechanics, numbers reveal the underlying architecture of reality itself. Some might argue that finding meaning in numbers is merely wishful thinking. However, research in neuroscience supports the significance of pattern recognition. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that our brains process patterns at an unconscious level before we're even aware of them. This suggests that our neural architecture is specifically designed to seek meaning in recurring sequences, whether in nature, mathematics, or spiritual experiences. Like a key that opens multiple doors, certain number sequences can unlock different levels of consciousness when encountered with awareness and intention. The sequence 1111 holds particular significance. It's often described as a gateway or portal moment when the veil between physical and spiritual realms becomes momentarily thinner. For those who might dismiss this as selective attention, only noticing these numbers because we're looking for them, consider this. Why do these specific sequences trigger such profound emotional and intuitive responses in people across different cultures and beliefs? The significance goes beyond mere coincidence. Wake-up calls from higher consciousness. In many ancient traditions, numbers are believed to be the language through which the universe communicates with us. Seeing 1111 is akin to receiving a sacred message, urging us to awaken and remember our spiritual nature. Gateways to expanded awareness. Ancient wisdom teaches that specific times and symbols act as thresholds between the visible and invisible worlds. These numbers serve as moments when that threshold becomes thin, giving us glimpses into deeper truths that lie beyond ordinary perception. Moments of potential transformation. Much like a season of change, these sequences appear when we're primed for inner growth. They signal a period where the universe invites us to shed old layers and embrace new wisdom, much like the cycles observed in nature. Alignment with divine timing. Ancient sages spoke of divine timing as moments when we're most aligned with our soul's path. Seeing 1111 or other sequences is a signal that we're moving in harmony with the greater plan, much like a river flowing effortlessly to the sea. How can you tell if these numerical sequences are truly activating something within you? Here are the key indicators that numbers are working as activation codes in your life. 1. Repeated sightings. Numbers like 1111 or 333 seem to appear at significant times, almost like celestial markers guiding your way. Ancient teachings suggest these recurring signs are not random. They're a form of spiritual guidance, helping you align with your highest purpose. 2. Heightened awareness. In ancient wisdom, awareness is the first step to enlightenment. When you notice these numbers, it's as if your spirit is more attuned to the subtleties of the universe, a state of receptivity that many mystics strive to attain through years of meditation. Emotional response. Encountering these sequences often brings an inner resonance, a feeling of familiarity that transcends understanding. This response mirrors the teachings of spiritual traditions that emphasize the soul's ability to recognize truth beyond the intellect. 4. Synchronistic events. According to Carl Jung, synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that reveal the interconnectedness of life. Seeing these numbers during key events is like being shown a thread in the fabric of reality, reminding you of the profound unity of existence. 5. Intuitive insights. These numbers often come with flashes of understanding or inner knowing, a state described in ancient texts as gnosis, a direct, experiential knowledge of spiritual truth. The rational mind naturally seeks to dismiss these experiences as random coincidence. However, many spiritual philosophies emphasize the power of universal patterns. Here's how ancient wisdom supports the validity of these signs. 1. Universal experience. Across cultures, numbers and patterns have held spiritual meaning. From the I Ching in China to the mystical Kabbalah in Judaism, different traditions interpret recurring patterns as divine messages, emphasizing that numbers are a universal language. 2. Scientific basis. While our modern understanding of numbers is often practical, in ancient traditions, numbers were seen as sacred and fundamental to the universe. The Pythagoreans, for instance, believed that numbers held the key to understanding the divine structure of reality. 3. Personal evidence. In many spiritual practices, personal experience is considered the most authentic proof. When people consistently feel a connection to these numbers, it's akin to receiving direct spiritual confirmation, much like the intuitive experiences that guided sages and shamans. 4. Practical results. Ancient teachings hold that wisdom must be applied in daily life to bear fruit. Those who follow the guidance of these sequences often find themselves on paths that bring fulfillment, inner peace, or a sense of purpose, validating the numbers' influence through real-world outcomes. In Part 2, we'll dive deeper into the practical aspects of working with these sacred numbers, understanding their vibrational nature, and learning techniques to harness their transformative power. We'll explore practical steps for connecting with activation codes, advanced interpretations of each number sequence, and methods for integrating their energy into your daily life. Additionally, we'll look at ways to overcome spiritual resistance and utilize these codes to enhance manifestation, intuition, and spiritual growth. Stay tuned to uncover the deeper meanings and applications of these cosmic codes as we continue our journey into the sacred language of numbers.